It's
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
I have been warned.
all right. So yeah, I'm going to roll at random because there's 6 people here and I have a die. All right. So this is for recap, starting from Alfred, me, Volus, Aaron, Jean-Paul, Jack. Jack's the 6. So 3 would be Volus for recap.
Okay. So last time we went to a house and
That's right.
found out that the old man living at the house was we thought was going to be Tomas, which was Anna's friend from the train back in Germany in episode 0. And then he had what looked like a son, and then we find out that that's kind of role reversal. Tomas is actually the younger guy now because he figured out immortality. And then outside, Volus was outside with Alfred, and Volus overpowered the will of a couple of men in black from Germany while Alfred hid behind a car.
And stole a license plate.
Apparently.
Hey.
Perfect.
Lots of story arcing here last time.
Perfect. All right. And that basically left everybody kind of working out what they're going to do from here. Basically, the idea of the big old heist, heist movie.
Gotta get the book out of the museum.
Sweet.
Imagine if the monkey was driving the van.
Sweet. All right. So what are the 3 things we do? We do fake ad, we do recap. Oh, and content warning. Aaron, content warning. You won the
Aaron.
I very strongly advise that you please go watch something else because all of these people are terrible. You've been warned.
Yay!
I'll drink to that.
All right. And now
I can't find the webpage for leveling up your character. I put Justin Files RPG. Is there an easier thing to type in?
have you not leveled up yet?
No, I haven't leveled up yet.
Also, your camera's off.
I know, because I don't like my camera on when I can't see me.
You don't leave your camera on?
Not when I'm on a web page, because I want to be like on camera picking my nose or something. I'm on a web page right now.
Depending on the web pages you're watching, we probably don't want to see you either.
There you go. Justin Files RPG.
Female midgets banging donkeys? Come on now. You're not allowed to share that on the internet.
I miss my donkey.
I miss my donkey. All right.
Donkey.
So
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
on that note, we always have an ad, and Bob won the ad. So Bob, what would we advertise if we were a legitimate group? Skillshare? Do we advertise Skillshare? Who would we advertise?
I don't think any of us really have the right to even pretend like we can assume like we're legit, like we would get legitimate sponsors.
Who else? Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve's a classic.
Like even the Westboro Baptist Church wouldn't support us, and they're monsters.
I clicked ask to unmute for Bob, but you're not unmuted. You're still muted. Ask to unmute.
Hello?
There you go.
There you go.
You muted me?
I didn't.
Today's episode brought to you by MeUndies, because I want you in MeUndies.
Accurate. Use code word undies? No, that's lame.
Bags of dick. Bags and bags of dick.
No, code word bags of dick.
That is so like hits me like because
That's a bad dragon thing, not.
Well, here's the thing. Like I've been listening to Dungeons and Daddies, and in the last episode, one of the characters made it very clear. It's like he's wearing MeUndies, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
There it is. All right.
It's gone full circle.
I'm gonna come up with an ad for Bad Dragon next week. I'm good.
And here's just a tad.
Monkey.
Today's episode brought to you by Bad Dragon.
Oh, who knows what it is? Times. Nothing says I love you like horsecock.
Tons of horse cock.
Horsecock. All right, perfect. So,
How, Aaron?
What?
How do you stay with this?
I don't know.
You
I
know.
got nothing.
She acts like really like surprised and upset, but this is really the shit that she enjoys.
clearly she's into it.
This is the shit I grew up with.
Just look at that face.
Nothing says post-traumatic stress like being into it. All right.
And your safe word is pineapple.
And the safe word is go harder.
And I put the gig in the mouth.
All right. So, Alfred,
Hi.
do you remember exactly where you were at the end of last episode?
Yeah, I was about to walk into the house because Volus, Jack, they all look the same. Doesn't matter. One of the big white guys thought I went missing,
Okay.
and then I just magically appeared.
It's about that time that your Chinese spider sense start going off.
Ooh,
Something doesn't seem quite right.
my spider senses are tingling.
Roll alertness.
Oh,
Mm.
hey, I got a 5. That was a critical.
They're pretty cheap senses though. Probably made of lead.
You
Well,
don't
I
buy
mean,
the Chinese brands.
look. Hey, they're made in China, so it's probably chock full of cadmium. All right, not lead, cadmium.
Cadbarium.
No. Didn't you hear about all the kids' jewelries that were made in China?
I just
that
made a
was chock-
pun.
Toxic.
Oh.
A very good pun. Just
I didn't get the joke either.
Because he woo-danned over it
Truly.
with his Chinese powers.
So it's about
Hello.
6 o'clock.
Yes.
Sorry, it's about 6 o'clock in the evening. It's not quite sundown, but you notice Faye not far from you, just on the street corner. It's rather odd. He's just standing there and he sees you and he kind of gives a wave. And then he waves you to come over.
Okay.
Fuck he doing around here?
Why
Do
are
I
you
see
here?
this?
He says, oh, wonderful. So at that point, he says, I'm glad that I was not wrong. I was told that someone had seen you in this area.
Who told you that I was in this area?
A friend had driven by and they saw you here. They called me and said you are here. I was looking for you and frankly did not want to send you a message. I wish to speak to you directly.
Does this sound and look? Does this feel like? Does my spidey senses go off that this isn't the right Faye that I normally know of?
So do you have the site or anything in particular related to it that you would be able to help you with that?
Well, I mean, Faye's like
The
my
wizard site?
Faye's kind of like my best friend. Shouldn't my intuition be going off?
Yeah,
Depends. Is they acting that funny? Or are they acting normal?
there's definitely something off about him.
Okay, I'm outside with him.
Yes, that's true.
Are you still by the door?
Yeah, I was about to go in the house too. I remember telling him before we last left was that I told him we should go inside.
I was behind the wizard.
Oh no, wait, I was inside the house at that
You're
point.
already
Never mind.
Because
Never
you had
mind.
already told us that
Yeah,
we had
I was
had
already in the house.
visitors.
Never mind, I'm not outside with him.
All right. Do you possibly have not rapport, not presence? Let's go with investigation.
Okay. I mean, he's my best friend. Like, well, kind of my best friend. Him and like very close to being my best friend. I got a 1 for investigation. That sucked.
It seems as though it is indeed Faye, but there's something very off about him just being there. About
Okay,
everything about this does irk you as weird, but there's nothing in particular that you could put your thumb on that would be like attack, kill, destroy. This is clearly not him.
You
Okay,
could use
so-
a fate point if you want to,
Do you want to use a fate point?
A Fey point?
can he lose a fate point for that pun?
I was actually thinking of giving him one.
I am gonna rage quit now. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Insult
Yeah, I'll use the fate point.
to bump it up to 3.
Yeah.
There's something distinctly queer about this interaction. It's hard to tell what it is,
It's
Like-
Leo.
but there's no logical reason for him to have found you here. What he said is very shifty.
So there's got to be a bunch of questions that only me and Faye know, like, small things that we would remember at the monastery that we were only the both of us were there. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him, hey, remember that time when this happened? Like, can you describe that time when we did this and see what answer he gave back to me?
So this game has social mechanics, right?
Right.
So as a social mechanic, you would be trying to push mental conviction versus what's the opposite of conviction?
Discipline.
Discipline, right?
Okay,
So-
well, can I roll a conviction then?
Yeah, you can definitely roll a conviction.
Oh, this is great. I rolled a 7.
Total?
Yeah.
I rolled a -4, which I've never done ever,
Oh, nice.
right? Like
So, Faye, do you remember when this happened? The fuck are you talking about?
I've never done that before. He has a +4 to like deception, and I was like, this will be easy.
Well, I have a +4 to conviction, so we would have been set at par.
Yeah, but he doesn't have fate points, so it is what it is. So it's about that time that you wake up on the ground.
Oh. Someone put a whammy on you.
You're not where you were. You're like laying in the bush, and Volus is standing over you, and he's just like, "Dude, are you okay?"
Where
And
am I?
Everyone's there. Like everyone's walked out of the house. You're just laying in the bush.
Dude, you hid well enough in the car I couldn't see you. Why are you in the bush?
No, the last thing I remember seeing was you walking the house, and now I'm here.
Oh,
Are you
like,
okay,
so
Alfred?
you passed out? Are you?
Mm,
Is your blood sugar low? Do you need a cookie?
Roll
do
a
you
scholarship.
have a granola bar? Preferably Quaker brand. Quaker brand granola bars are the best, but no, my blood sugar is not low. I have no idea what the fuck happened.
Roll a scholarship, Alfred. Or anyone who can do a medical check and roll a scholarship.
Scholarship. I can do
I
that.
have 0 scholarship.
I
So
have
I rolled
scholarship.
a 0.
1.
Okay.
3.
So Alfred and Volus, it looks like you fainted and just fell into the bush. Anna, his eyes aren't dilating and whatnot, and you've seen this before in your lifetime. Like he's still flush. He hasn't gone pale or anything. It seems as though someone tried a psychic attack on him.
Someone attacked you, Alfred.
With what?
Yeah.
Probably psychokinesis of some sort, or telepathy.
Well, fan freaking tastic. I did have an odd dream that Faith found me and was about to ask me something odd. That was kind of strange.
And
Hey, all the way out here.
everyone
All
who
the way
can
out
be
here.
is here.
Pardon? What'd you say?
Everyone who can be here is here. So Jack, if you were in the house and all that, like everyone's just helping Alfred up to his feet and just like
Anna is gonna take a look around with the site, actually.
You open up your sight. Do you look at Thomas?
Sure.
Thomas irradiates a holy resonance. Nothing dark and disturbing, but he definitely radiates what you would consider to be a holy energy.
He did use the Spear of Destiny.
The house that's in front of you has a strong threshold, as does a couple in the street, but Thomas's does have a very strong threshold. There is what looks like echoes of what the fuck is his name? Jackie. Like you can see echoes of Jackie throughout this whole area.
She
And-
frowns.
And they're all fading.
I believe it may have been Jackie that attacked you.
Sorry, who's Jackie again? Meta?
Oh, a
Neria's
dead man.
friend.
It's Neria's friend. He's
The one that
he's a
betrayed
mayor
us.
too, isn't he?
Yeah.
He was
He's
the
one
one
of
who was
three
with
people
us
that
in the
fucked us
dream
pretty
world.
bad.
Oh,
Yeah, he sold us out to the gangster.
well, okay. Thank you, guys. Well, fuck.
He's
Mhm.
part of my vengeance hat trick.
Mm.
Thomas is standing there and he turns to you, Anna, and says, I don't get it. Who's Jackie?
She's gonna close the site and sort of turn to Thomas. Jackie is well, we thought that he was one of our friends when we were sort of in a dream world. He turns out maybe not to be.
Friends become enemies, enemies become friends, stuff like that.
Yes.
Absolute power
Although
corrupts
it
absolute.
is possible that someone is pulling his strings and forcing him to do these things.
It's been my experience that people do what they want to and run from the things they don't, says Thomas.
Yeah, more like assholes stay assholes one way or another.
Is he going to be a problem, or are we capable of moving from here?
We should be. He's the echo of him being here is fading. I don't think he's here anymore.
Mm-hmm. It's about that time that a phone starts ringing, and it is Bolus's phone. Bolus, your phone is ringing.
Ring, 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 ring. It's Vola's phone.
Phone.
It's Vola's phone. Yeah, I answer it.
It's kind
Hello.
of it's quiet for a second,
Kevin.
and you hear a very stern voice, and he says, "I don't suppose you're looking to make a deal, are you?"
It's $50 an hour, 60 if you want it weird.
Because I've spent a lot of time thinking about your relationships, about who's with who and what matters in the end. About the power
New phone,
structure.
who dis?
Is it fucking Rocco?
Yeah.
New phone, who dis?
If you don't recognize my voice by now, Volus, then I don't think there's much help for you.
Axel.
Rocco?
It's Rocco.
Oh,
Okay.
it's Rocco. Okay.
Rocco, how are you?
Oh, on vacation mostly.
Anywhere nice? Can you recommend someplace?
I want to roll for something when there's a space.
You want a what, Bob?
I want to roll for something when there's a space so I can butt in. Just do your thing.
What do you want to roll for?
Kevin to trace the call back to find Rocco.
All right. Kevin's +3 to any lore check, so you can roll a lore, or I'll roll for him all the same. Rolling, Kevin.
Anyway, the skills apply.
-1.
Resources. I roll resources or it has to be lore?
So it's lore. So what he does, Kevin gives you a +3 to lore on.
Oh, he doesn't have access to my skills. Right.
Right.
3. So I got 6 total.
6 total. You want him to track that phone call?
Yeah. Track the phone call. Tell me where he is.
All right. I will put Kevin on the job.
Kevin.
Everyone sees me pull out the Kevin out of the apple pie package. And
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, Bob, what was your total?
oh yeah, it's good. Oh, how you say? I feel so much better. I've been
Hey,
itching
Bob.
for that.
What was your total?
6.
6.
I want to add a fate point and bump that up
Nice.
because in one of those like calm words of like leaning over to Bob, find this fucker for me.
All right. And what aspect are you using, Jordan?
I'm using. I finished what I start.
Oh, what was the floating aspect that was in the room of the last game? Is that over now?
Yeah, it would be over. Different session.
Okay.
Did Leo get a new floating aspect from completely destroying that that deception roll?
So use my
It was a good perception roll, but it's also come and gone.
Alright.
So Kevin on the job, tracking Rocco, 6 + 2. Jordan used finish what I start. Sweet. All right, so Rocco's there and he goes, well, I would recommend Colombia. Basically, any island would be a beautiful place around now. It seems all their governments have collapsed and they're open for, alternative options.
Yeah, that there seems to be quite a few changes going on around here, and you don't seem to be excluded from that. What have you been up to?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's been made aware to me that a bunch of powers in Germany have made themselves interested in your ongoing adventures. I don't suppose you've met anyone recently.
I've gotten no names.
Well, regardless, I
Seen some new faces. Didn't write down any names.
want you to keep something in mind, and that's you have friends in high places. We're friends, aren't we, Volus? Through all that we've been through.
We've been through a bunch.
Mm-hmm. And Monarch, your friend Ansel, he speaks very highly of you.
I'd have to crouch down pretty low to hear that.
I think when everything's said and done, you're a man who is loyal. Is that correct?
I think I would say that, and I think Vanderung would probably agree.
I want you to roll the social against that. So
That wasn't good. That's presence, right?
yeah, so you got to beat an 8.
Oh, sure fucking didn't do that. I rolled a -1, and I only have +3 in presence, so that's a 2.
So that would be a 6. Him calling you on your job and that you do what you're supposed to do for your job.
Okay.
It irks you. There's something he's getting at.
Okay.
Fucker, Bob, out your contract.
And what is the job that I am supposed to be doing then?
Well, last I checked, you had a contract in Germany that you fulfilled recently.
Yes, and that contract was over.
And now there's Germans not very happy with what you've been doing and where you are.
I don't work for the company for the country of Germany. I work for Vanderung.
Right. Well, when it's all said and done, you're a man who works. And that's who you are. You do what you're told. Don't forget that.
Oh, I feel like he needs a slap down, man. Can we go hunt him down and kick his ass?
It's about that moment that you notice a secondary call coming through on your phone. It says Byron.
This guy. We should do this again sometime. I have to go.
And the phone goes dead. Do you like
And
switch?
then
Do you switch to Byron?
Yeah. Volus.
Hey, code word?
I give him the code word. I have it written down somewhere. I don't remember where.
Mandarin's very happy with everything that's been going on. We've done a bit of research on what's going on. We need you in Japan.
In Japan.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with the Jiangxi, and we need you to head towards Japan right now. If you could find your way in that direction, that'd be awesome.
Excuse me, is there can we put this conversation on hold? How would I hire you for our small god problem with going on? I have the resources.
You hear Myron just rambling off the contents of the job while Bob's like offering you money.
But I want to go through the proper channels. I don't want to cause any trouble. But there is a small god problem and we're all going to die.
Did you get that, Volus?
Yeah. So I have a request from a local power that needs help from Monarch. I'm already here. Is there anyone closer to Japan that you can send?
We can do some research. Vandarin is pulled a lot of favors. You've been requested directly.
Uh-huh.
Mention the world ending.
Rocco is fucking trying to split us up.
Oh, mention the corruption from Rocco. Oh, it's not like that. We're not like that at all. I'll go to the proper channels. I am not like this.
Bob, roll of resources.
Give me a second. I gotta Google it.
This whole time,
That
Anna's
is-
just like standing next to Thomas and is just like got a
I throw in
head,
a fake
his
point
head
word.
leaned
I
against
throw in
him.
a fake point, but I am at the Byron Market.
Okay. Thomas looks genuinely confused. He's like, what the fuck is going on right now?
I don't know, but Volus was just talking to the person that we've had the most problem with recently, and it sounds like I don't know who he's talking to now.
You're gonna have to I'll be honest with you. We're really close to figuring out something major that's happening here in Ottawa. We are really close. We're working on some leads right now. There's a major event about to hit this place, and it's going to hit it like a megaton bomb.
Been passed by the Council of Canada.
What's messed up against your pulling strings and Monarch?
What'd you say?
What are
What'd you say,
your
Jordan?
aspects, Brandon?
But like Jack kind of leans into one side, it's like, you've been tasked by the Council of Canada.
It's been tasked by the Council of Canada. We're working with Big Joe Muffera.
You would need to roll a presence for me.
Shit. That's a 0. Presence.
Your second aspect is Fog of War, right?
Yes.
And your third is On My Honor?
That's Trevor Thompson. My name is not Trevor Thompson. Yes.
Okay. He's a man of honor. So right now, JP is offering a lot of money, but you're a man of honor. And there's a lot going on, so you might be getting a bit of fog because this war is being more psychological game playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not about paying bullets. I'm about just doing it the proper way, going through the proper channels.
I'm compelling you for 2 fate points to chuck your phone as hard as you possibly can against a tree.
Okay. I will counter that, Brandon. The 2 with my last fate point. I will counter that 2 that negative. You won't get the fate point, but you won't have to worry about the extra shit on your plate.
Hey,
Do you want this to happen? I don't want to fuck with your story arc.
So here's a question. If he chucks that phone, do I have fast enough reflexes to grab it and just
Possibly.
Why
what
would
do I
you?
need to roll?
Why would you
Well,
ruin it?
it's if he throws it.
You'd have to beat a 3 for athletics. but don't say what you get.
Okay.
Yeah. Because really, at the end of the day, Brandon, what would Volus do? Be Volus, man. This is what we're here for. We're here to be these characters.
Yeah.
Well, Volus is pretty well into this mission, and he's not about to let you guys or what he knows is happening to happen just to go to Japan to fiddle around with whatever the fuck they're doing.
Mhm.
I don't even know Japanese. I don't think I do.
Pretty old.
You are pretty old. You might.
Might know Japanese. I could have old man Logan this shit. No, I know how important what we're dealing with is and what the ramifications are. Like there's an evil dwarven god who Odin would want me to beat this guy.
You should
Yeah.
pray to Odin for guidance.
The dwarves, like if they're not following him, they're fucked.
Yeah. So
Why not pray to Odin?
right now it's clear to you, Rocco's made a play of your honor. versus
Smashing the
friends.
phone.
You chuck
Smash
the
the
phone?
fucking phone. I will deal with Vanderung personally, and he will fucking get if I can sweet talk him enough, he'll fire or whatever his name is.
Byron.
Roll a might. Roll a might.
So every game, how many
Oh,
fate
you're
points am I supposed to
indestructible
add
foes,
to my
Brandon.
fate points again?
5.
You got a 5. What'd you get, Leo?
Got a 6.
You catch the phone as it's launched headlong towards a tree. Just
Yep.
like Alwaysworth hucks it, and you just catch it.
I catch it and I yell, Volus, give me the fucking phone. And I hang up.
Yeah.
Here you go, buddy.
Okay,
Part of
I'm
you
gonna
is
have to turn. I'm
destructive.
gonna have to turn that phone off then.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I turn
guys.
it off and chuck it back to
Do
you.
you want to laugh?
Yeah.
You really want to laugh? It wouldn't have anything would have happened. Brandon has an indestructible phone.
Truly. But you catch it, press end, and toss it back to him.
Oh, I found a fate point to scratch off. There we go.
Oh no.
How many fate
I-
points do we start each game again?
Take your fate point, Brandon.
I did yell, give me that fucking phone, and then hang up on it. So you know that guy.
So it
thinks-
sounds like it's not Volus's fault.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Well played. Well played.
Yes.
All right. You've officially turned your back on Vanderen to do this job. And what are you going to do now?
I said we go to the gangster because Kevin know where he is.
Oh,
Well,
did you roll
now-
Bob?
Resources, Bob.
I had 6 plus a fate point from Jack and a fate point from me.
So a 10?
Yeah.
All right. You definitely have enough money to potentially hire a Monarch agent. 10's a lot. That's a
No,
shit.
no, that wasn't for that. That was for finding the gangster over the phone for Kevin.
Okay, so that's
okay.
different.
For the Monarch, it was 6.
6 is what you rolled. So
Yeah, I got 6 plus my bonus.
So for tracking Rocco, he comes. You get a message back that it seems as though he's in Sweden.
I get 3 plus from Kevin as well, right?
So
he's in Sweden. I know where he is.
So for Kevin on the job tracking Rocco, it's 6 plus 2, right? The plus 2 is from Jordan. I finished what I do. It's the fact that Kevin tells you that he's in Sweden.
So he went directly to Monarch.
Yeah.
So part of this part of my mission now is to connect Rocco to the Mountain King, to the King Under the Mountain,
Mhm.
and how the King Under the Mountain might be successful in doing what he wants to do because of Rocco, and then how Rocco was trying to subvert me from stopping him by doing this and manipulating Monarch.
I also type out that email on Kevin about the gangster being there and what he's doing to Monarch.
Oh, this makes the whole Jackie thing make so much more sense.
But
His
this also
first play
means
was using Jackie against a Leo. His second play was was in contact with the Germans, and when you stopped them, he immediately tried to stop you.
so now, as far as the
what's his
Germans
next-
are concerned, I'm no longer associated with Monarch, so they will be
Oh yeah,
back
they'll throw down with
very
you.
soon. We need to go.
Yeah, which means he's probably gonna go after his next target soon.
Should we leave the cell phone here just in case?
No,
I
just
did
turn
not
it
want to
off.
be traced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just turn it off
very much
because
like-
if shit hits the fan and we're backs to the wall, hopefully not literally.
Who are you gonna call?
yeah, it seems very much like Rocco's trying to separate you guys from your connections.
Yeah, which means
Let's, Tomas, let's go.
John,
get- I have some.
motherfucker.
We have some
JP, you
resources
might-
with natives that we could send that way, don't we?
JP, I would be worried about any connections you still have. You may be powerful, but Rocco's already pulling some pretty high strings.
Tomas
I
and I
know
are
that.
gonna go wait in the
So
car.
upset
You've
right
already
now.
killed your brother. Do you have any other family?
Yeah, he's got family in France and whatnot.
Yeah. So expect a call from your.
I worry about them
relative.
killing me. I don't worry about someone killing them, if you know what I mean. But they should be how you say. Okay, I've called them already, and I'm tapping them for resources and keeping all our contacts extra bribed and extra invested in the politicians of local. I think
Boss,
we should.
you hear
Does-
Kevin say,
Hi, Mom.
"Hi, Mom."
Hello.
Can Justice stay up late and play with us tonight?
Can I stay up late and play with them tonight?
No.
Okay, 10 minutes more.
10 more minutes.
Thanks, Mom. You're the best.
Yeah.
She's the best mom ever. All right,
She needs her playtime too.
so Kevin begins talking, saying, "Boss, I've got good news and bad news.
Oh, what is the bad news first?
The bad news is that a bunch of the union guys are meeting up, and there's reps meeting up with them that are Rocco's guys.
Okay, call the head of the church and have everyone out there and up everybody's pay by 30%.
The good news is you still have your money, because I heard you saying that you guys are worried about an attack. There seems to be nothing really going on in that front. Everything's secured, and I've doubled down on it. You feel a sense of euphoria wash over your body.
Oh, Kevin, you are the best. Call all the churches and get them down to the
Okay.
unions. Get them on our side.
John Paul, roll conviction.
The best one. Oh, 3 + 5 = 8.
They're a very strange group, but they're actually pretty good people.
I don't get what
You
your
need.
phone says, Thomas. Like
We need to get the book.
phone's not Siri or anything. I've never seen a phone talk like that.
This is a special edition. I put it back in the apple pie and squish it back and forth a few times.
That's right. Yeah.
Jack raises a hand for everyone, just kind of like to draw attention.
Hmm?
We need
We
to
have
get
a
the
question
book.
from the
We
audience.
need to get the book right now.
Yeah, we need to get the fuck
It-
out of here right
It's
now.
why we're waiting in the car.
But we cannot
waiting for
lose the
everybody
unions
to
in this
get in.
15.
I can't go with you guys directly
Why not?
Because of the car.
because if he's going after our connections, what happens if he talks to my boss and gets me to do something terrible to one of you?
Well, you wouldn't do that though.
I don't have a choice.
He
Why
is
would you talk
compelled.
to your
and-
boss?
Thomas says, "Who's your boss? Who do you work for? You like Wizards Council or something?"
Don't even.
No, it is a much colder place, if you know what I
Yes.
mean.
He would be
She's
less
quite-
worried if there were wardens after him.
Yeah.
She's quite frosty.
If you say the name 3 times, we can find out.
Beetlejuice,
No.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice?
I'm not 100% sure what we're talking about.
How about
He's with the winter
Wizard
court.
last from everything you've done so far, you're a wizard.
He's with the winter
You're a
court.
wizard, Jack.
I'm kind of.
Yeah.
Is under contracts.
I've dealt with wardens in the past. I know they're dangerous.
Oh,
Tomas, listen to me.
Yeah, let's just
If-
let's
if it
leave it
was
at
a
you
warden-
don't need to know. You probably don't want to know.
if it was
Can
a
I text-
warden, this
Okay,
is
Could I
let's-
text someone in the lower courts? I would have those connections, but they'd be at the very bottom of it.
Sure. Lower court of what, like the wizards or what? What do you mean lower court?
The winter court. And or
Maybe I
summer.
should drive.
Okay, so we want to, you can get in contact with people in the paranormal world. Jack sent a quick link before to find something out, right?
Yeah.
So you could do the same thing. Would it be a good time to go draw a circle and have a conversation before we leave?
No, we need to get out of here. I think
Yeah,
Jack
go.
should go get some information
Go and I'll meet
in
you there.
person.
Okay, so you all jump in a car together. It's very cramped. I'm assuming you're in
My car.
the Buick. Yeah,
Mm.
the Buick Skylark. Why not? I don't remember what we're driving, to be honest. Jump in.
One of my older church cars is what it was that will fucking die with a wizard.
We jump in the car. Who's driving?
I am. It is my car.
Roll driving.
Does Jack
I
still
have
have to
driven.
go to that meeting with the courts?
No, we did that already.
Did that already? Okay.
2.
2.
Yeah, I got a 0 and then I got driving already.
Jack,
So you're driving, and where are you driving to?
Well, I'm gonna start driving towards the church, so someone says something different.
Okay. Anyone saying any different?
No,
Jack?
we need to go to the museum.
go back to Arctis Tor. Talk
Right.
to Maeve and tell her before she gets word from anyone else that someone's going to try and manipulate her against you.
Fair.
She would know. They have intellect.
You know what? I'm actually
Play
going
it
to take
up.
Bolus's advice. It's actually strategically sound.
Play it up so that when they come, it makes them look like idiots for trying. Instead of like they're trying to help her.
Depends on
For all
what
of
they're
her
offering
power
her.
that's tainted. Well, she would know about the god under the mountain and everything. They have intellectus.
Oh yeah, probably.
So
But yeah,
better from your mouth than someone else's.
so yeah, while they go that way, I'll take the ways and head back to Arctis Tor.
Okay, we will reconnect with you on that later then.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Anna's just like giving Tomas the rundown of who's who. Okay. JP, he is a white coat vampire. Volus.
Oh,
is
you're
with
telling her all our
Mona.
secrets.
Mhm.
Just she's not giving details, just generalities.
Bolus is a 900-year-old bodyguard who works for Santa.
All right, so we're going to the museum then, full speed. We don't want to deal with the unions and the undercutting of losing our town.
Well,
All right, I'm heading
we
towards the
could
museum.
split up if it's something that we
we've-
really need to do.
We've already
No,
lost a key
that's what
member.
Rocco would have wanted to begin
Yeah,
with.
I
right?
could use text messages. Kevin,
Rocco wants to split us up and depower us. He doesn't want us splitting up and staying strong together.
all right, to the museum.
You
Cautiously, but with haste.
as you're driving, there's something particularly strange about the roads. You can't really put your finger on it, but I need you to roll an alertness, Jean-Paul.
Wait, would I notice?
Well, first off, we need him to roll.
Oh.
Two.
A 2?
That is with my +1 bonus.
It's gotten fairly dark quickly, and there isn't a lot of people on the road right now. You're driving across the bridge to the other side of Quebec. You've somehow made a wrong turn, and you can see the Ogopogo rising up, and your brother there in the distance, bringing the power of the Ogopogo.
My brother that we cut the head off of?
Fucking
Yes.
Jackie's around here somewhere again.
Isn't he very, very dead?
Hey, can I smack JP upside the head to wake him up in the car if he's daydreaming? Would I
Well,
notice that?
First and foremost, Jean-Paul, as you're crossing the bridge, it's nighttime. You can see the dragon rising out of the river, the Ottawa River.
Alfred, do you see the dragon?
Alfred, you do indeed see the dragon.
Voles, do you see the dragon? Am I losing my mind? How you say?
And you both see JP's brother, Joseph.
No, they're there. Just something seems wrong.
Hey, Kevin, can you call my brother?
Also, oh, Kevin, yes. So Kevin begins calling your brother, but like it just rings.
Kevin, can you call the Ogopogo?
You hear the voice coming through. It's like, hello, you have reached the Ogopogo. Please leave your name.
Oh my God, I always get his answering machine. What's one of a supernatural phone if you cannot get a hold of anyone?
You see what looks like the beach surrounding you, and you're all alone now. And the Ogopogo is there, and he's grown human-like arms, one directly out of his back, and he's holding a giant Motorola phone against his ear, and he's saying, "Hello, is this Jean Paul?"
I'm surprised to see you with my brother so
Fucking
soon.
acid trip.
And he says, "I need you to pick me up. Skip the dish. I have a hankering for sushi."
These schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
This is not a problem. Just help me wake up and I'll take care of this.
Roll a conviction.
Oh, that's my favorite one. 7. I thought I was gonna do better.
7.
Yeah, 'cause I got +5, so I got a 2 + 5.
Come to, and Alfred's over top of you, holding the steering wheel, pulling you out of traffic.
Oh, thank
Jesus
you.
Christ.
I was talking to the Ogopogo. He's very
Traffic
hungry.
lights are blaring.
Hey, JP.
We need to get some sushi for the Ogopogo. It's an emergency.
Okay, Anna, can you do your little magic check to see if the same thing happened to me just happened to JP?
Yeah,
I never thought I'd say it.
blaring horns are going.
You should have drove.
She'll
Supposed to be
open
doing a
her site again
420?
and take a look.
You hear Thomas. He's like, holy fuck, we almost died. Oh my God, fuck. Did that guy just pass out?"
No, I had a phone call from the
Fine.
Ogopogo.
Settle down.
We need to get sushi. You just have to make sure you all know this.
So yeah, my site is open and she's looking around for signs of Jackie.
JP's head is just glowing with the connection of the dream.
Ooh, can you
Okay.
trace it?
We need
It
to take
is-
Jackie out.
We can't do all these things all at once.
I
Oh,
say
that's
We
kill
need to
Jackie first.
prioritize.
The book, or we all lose our mind. Let's just go for Jackie.
And Thomas says, and at the most inappropriate times too, he's whoever this Jackie guy is, he's actively trying to kill us.
I pull out Kevin and lick the apple off his phone. And put it back in the case.
Okay, so we get this book, and then Jackie's trying to kill us. We need to figure out. We need to protect ourselves from him somehow. Nelia would be the best person for that.
Yeah, well, Neria left.
I
Like,
think she went
20
back
minutes
to
ago.
try and get Fix out of her apartment.
Yeah, she mentioned Fix. Who is Fix?
Give her a phone call, see if she can join in for a second. Who has Amanda's number?
She's not feeling good right now.
I know, just 8 minutes. We just need 8 minutes so we don't die.
Let's
Does
not
anyone
call
have a
her.
Phoenix feather on them? I said, anyone received one?
So
Huh?
you
Oh,
realize that you're not that far from the War Museum. You can actually see the War Museum from here, just pulled off on the side of the highway.
Well, if we had a wizard with a circle. All right, I'm going for the museum, and if I pass out, just keep on shaking.
You feel
Maybe we should just walk. It's right over there.
you do feel particularly shaken, JP's. It is without a doubt pretty intense. And Volus, you did take what, a 6 social earlier?
Yeah.
Can you take a 6 social?
I can take up to 8.
Yes,
You can
Think
take
so.
that without a minor consequence?
yes.
Okay.
All right, so we're at the museum.
I have one social spot left.
Sweet. JP, you did fine. Your conviction, you definitely broke out of this like psychic attack.
Thank God it's +5.
Yeah. So there was some feedback that you got there. For half a second, you thought you saw a cat in a raincoat.
I'm so glad I did so much acid in the 70s.
Fucking
This really does
guppy.
not bother me.
So at which point, what you saw with Guppy was Guppy in a cage. You saw a cat in a raincoat, but it was in a cage.
What the fuck is Guppy?
Guppy is Jackie's cat.
Oh,
I think we're gonna go to the dream world again. Okay, we're at the museum. What is our next move?
All right, so we're going to jump to Jack now that you've reached the museum. Jack, you were just going straight to Arctis Tour.
Yeah.
All right, you find yourself in the winter wonderland that is the Fae. What do you want to do?
I'm making haste. Like I know exactly where I need to go.
Mm-hmm.
But if I spot any pucks or that kind of subservient thing I just kind of look over and go, announce me.
So as soon as you get through the ways, you see what looks like an extremely exhausted quickling on the ground. It's the one you sent, and he looks emaciated.
What the hell happened to you? Did you deliver my message? Stomp. Keep walking.
Okay, is that all you want to do with them?
Yeah, I'll just step on him and keep going.
Okay.
I have a very distinct thing that someone fucked with my message.
All right. You head on and you make it to the castle.
And I will attempt to find Queen Maeve.
As you get closer and closer to the castle, you notice there's a bit more military than you used to set up.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, God damn it.
The battle lines are getting drawn.
Mm-hmm. Do you talk to any guards? You just head straight in?
Actually, I'll try and catch the... I want to see what direction the shit is flowing. I'll pass one of the guards and go like, how bad?
Well, right now we've been put on double duty. And it seems as though Chicago's exploding. There's a bunch going on in various other locations, but Mab is anything but thrilled with the ongoings. Apparently the White Council has been building up what they believe to be forces against us, and Fix has not returned from his current mission. There's been a lot of the winter nights and the summer nights going at it, and some of them are missing.
Well, I've seen the summer night.
Have you? That's pivotal information. Where did you see the summer night?
He's in Ottawa.
Well, that's
There's an issue in Canada. I have to speak with Maeve.
yes. Maeve is currently occupied in the throne room.
So be very respectful when I try and go anywhere near the throne room.
Mm-hmm. Also,
Wait.
the
Is
Arrow
your mother there?
the Arrow King has appeared and is making some sort of bid for power. There's been new players, and he's demanding his position to be respected.
Yeah, he's trying to back another power. All right, I'll start going towards the throne room.
A couple of the guards nod at you as you go by. A few people just generally ignore you. As you get to the throne room, you can hear the yelling, the clanking, and like the tossing of things.
Before I go in, though, I want to see if there's any guard nearby and just be like, announce me, please. I got to do this right.
One of the guard goes, I've been instructed to not allow admittance. And Oberyn himself has threatened our lives.
Oh, fuck's sakes. I'll go in.
Will you?
Jack,
don't
Jack
want to
is
just
having
wait
a
out?
bad day.
I
Jack is about to have a bad day.
Just go straight.
I cannot let this maneuvering keep going the way they're doing it.
You will have to fight guards to just go in.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Because
I
they're
am
instructed to not allow people in.
You could just go to Mab instead. She's probably in.
She's
better
probably
shape.
in the throne room.
Mab, Maeve, the Arrow King.
They're-
opened.
The ones I need to talk to are there, which means I have to go through these fuckers.
Go talk to the Winter Knight.
Who's the Winter Knight currently? Is it
At
Dresden?
this point, it's
Dresden.
Dresden.
It is Dresden, yeah.
He became the
And
Winter
the
Knight
thing is,
just
though,
before Chichen Itza.
Dresden would be in Chicago, where the main part of this violence is going on.
Yeah,
So therefore, it would be not my best interest.
tie this shit in with the books already.
We've already been
Make
pretty
it
close.
official.
The
Make it
Fulmore.
official.
Fix
We've been told what the Fulmore.
Yeah, and
encourages.
Dresden
We're in
isn't
book
a
4 already.
tattletale
Let's
warden.
talk to Dresden.
Hey, you know what?
Has been
Not a
resurrected.
yeah, he's barely a warden.
I'm going
Dead
to.
right now. Dresden
he's a ghost.
actually dead right now. He's a,
Yes, he's
Yeah.
a ghost right now.
he's
I'm
not,
going
he's
to.
not even a ghost right now. Right now,
Okay,
the night of the long night has just happened. It'll be a year before Dresden appears.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
so Justin,
Mhm.
I'm going to hit these fuckers through the door with a blast of Arctic air.
Sweet.
So that's I can do 5, 6.
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this?
Okay,
Don't worry.
I'm
Jordan
leveling
always has
10
new
in
character
their
sheets
direction.
written up somewhere.
I have to try and control it.
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this?
Oh my god. So that's 5, 6, 7. All right. So I'm leveling 10 in their direction. I'm controlling 7 of it, which means there's a bit of wildness involved in the magic.
All right. So one.
So I'm taking 3 mental.
Would the fact that you're doing this in the middle of Arctis tour and benefit your power at all?
That's
It
probably
might be.
why it's wild.
It might be hit, it might hit a little, like you might be more inclined to actually do damage to them.
All right. So
Actually, fuck that. No, fuck that. I'm using that fate point I managed to save earlier, not have to use on Brandon. I will bump that up, and I'm only missing by 1.
so you got 12.
So I got 9 out of
What's
10.
Your control at? Is your control at 8, 9? Where is
My control is at a 9 now.
Okay. It was you hit 1, you miss 1, or he resists it, but he didn't get above that, so he got an 8. So both of them get blown back, and the door, they smack against the door. The door does not open, but the door takes a heavy thud, and you hear continuing thuds inside, and people yelling, and what you hear is a male voice going, "Have you called your guard to join you? Are you not capable of dealing with this yourself?" And you hear Mab say, "I will not stand for such a thing." The one guy gets up and he's going to hit Joel with a 7.
All right. I will use my sword against him. That's 4, 5, 6. Tie.
Tie for 7?
No, wait. I get no. He just straight up attacked me with a blade, right?
No, he blasted you. So he got up
Oh,
and he blasted forward an ice blast, and it just like came as like almost a shield of ice at you.
oh, okay. So that means I'm using a different thing. So I have 10 against it.
Okay, so you beat him by 3, so he takes that. The other guy, he is going to come at you with a spear. He lunges at a spear to hit for a physical of 5.
And then on the weapons front, that goes there. 4, 5, 6. That's a 6
So, beat him
on my weapons.
so he goes past you, just catching your coat ever so slightly. And it'd be your go again.
Okay. I'm not sorry for this. I'm going to pull my Windblade bullshit, and I want to try and bisect one of them.
Go for it.
It's not great. That is, you have failed me, dice.
You have failed me, Ted.
That's 6.
6. He rolled an 8.
Fucker. And I've used up my fate points, so yeah.
At which point, he has his gauntlet. He goes up and catches it. It glows a bright, vibrant white blue. And he says, the Queen's Guard will not be so easily defeated. The other guy turns around and goes to spear at you. And that's also an 8. That's actually a fucking great roll. And he goes to spear at you from behind with an 8. How do you defend?
I'll use my weapons defense, so it's 7, so I get hit by 1.
You take a 1, spear to the side.
Motherfucker.
Don't
You
worry, you can keep adventuring. It wasn't an arrow to the knee.
Wish we could help you there, buddy.
the door beside you gets kicked open and the Arrow King stands there and he says, I do not need the help. Who are you?
Second. Oof. And I'm going to just freeze one of the dude's brains.
Give me a roll.
Okay, so I'm just gonna straight up use 10, and then I'm going to let's see if I can control that. That's close. That's no wait, with I have +2, so that's 4. Let's see. 7, 8, 9. So again, I'm off by 1.
So what'd you get?
I got 9 out of my 10.
So that's controlled then?
Yeah. It is hella controlled.
He gets a 6, so that would be you get him. He freezes up completely, and the Arrow King standing there in all his glory repeats his question. Who are you and why are you here? As he begins drawing a sword.
I am the Winter Rider, here to advise Queen Maeve as to a
Queen
situation.
Maeve? Queen Maeve? Queen Maeve?
Lady.
They're all the queens of fairy.
I compel you to say Queen Maeve.
Yeah, I say Queen Maeve.
Sorry.
Maeve's instructed me before to use that title.
So,
True.
Meta, what's
Queen
with this
Maeve, the
queen?
Winter Lady.
What's with the queen and not queen? Like, does it matter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
they're very
Because
picky.
Mab is the queen.
Yeah.
If you ever
Oh.
talked to Liz in England and you didn't say Your Majesty or Queen, you'd know.
Yeah.
Well, no, that I understand, but like, Mob is the queen. Then what's Mabe?
Lady.
The lady.
Lady.
Oh,
She's basically third in charge.
who's second? Oberon?
No, second is Mab.
Oh,
Which
First
is
is
Oberyn.
Old Lady Winter.
Oberyn's like her enforcer, like her lover, husband, enforcer.
Yeah.
Right? He's a king in name only. He just does what Mab says.
But yeah,
So the Arrow King's there, and you see peek out her very pale, very leather-clad self. Maeve peeks around and says, "Oh, it's you.
madam.
May chance you were told to wait?"
I believe the information I have is vital given your current guest.
You hear a very sultry voice go, "Who is this?"
Probably a dead man.
Maeve begins to kind of waffle on as to who you are to her. Oh, he's one of my many enforcers. He gathers information from the mortal world. He's no one of consequence, no one important.
oh, this is not good. This is so not good.
And the Errol King goes, I yet again did not need your help in defending my honor and position against the Queen of Winter. I will maintain my position. And he turns back to them, and you will honor it, regardless of who is here and who has been risen. They all kind of, like, you can see Oberyn, Mab, and Maeve standing there. And the Errol King turns back to you and goes, can you announce yourself, or did you send no one ahead?
I announced myself, and they chose to disregard my order. Therefore, I point to the guardsicle.
They're everyone, like, one guy's frozen and the other guy still got his pike at you.
I merely informed them of their choices were wrong.
Maeve goes, can you make this quick before you embarrass yourself further?
I live to serve. So I expect you've probably already been given to the power play by the Earl King here, attempting to ally himself with a king under the mountain.
I make no such ally.
But it's been very, very well spoken about in the circles. The Ottawa Council has convened, and your intentions have been made very clear.
My intentions
The Canada Council.
in the wild.
Sorry. On top of other such issues which have been arisen, apparently there's a someone of no consequence to you, my queen, but there's a gentleman who's made a deal with this winter spirit, and he's attempting to how should I put it? Manipulate all those involved in the defense of Ottawa, as well as my procurement of power for yourself. And I came along to make sure that that didn't happen on this front.
Roll a presence.
Come on, dice, don't fuck me now.
Roll high enough that sounds like it would have actually worked.
Yeah. It's all like, yeah, it's not
12?
So it's 5.
Let's start throwing fate points at him.
I'm out of fate points.
Well, we'll just start
No, wait
throwing
a
them
minute,
at you
I
like
have
dog
one.
biscuits. Here,
I have
good
one.
boy.
Justin compelled me.
Yeah.
Justin compelled me to say queen. I will use 1, so 5, 6, 7.
Much better. Everyone that's there, the guard begins moving back, no longer piking at you as Map kind of shoos him away. The Errol King moves out of the door, no longer blocking your vision of the room, which has been just tossed by the Errol King. Mab is standing very serious, like her presence is strong in the room. Like no one's near her. She's by the throne. Oberyn is by all the stuff that's been tossed. It seems as though the Errol King's just picking up tables and chairs and like stationary stuff, just chucking it at Oberyn.
He's gone like full child tantrum mode.
Yeah, he never seems to have thrown anything towards the throne. It seems like wherever Oberyn was, he was chucking shit at him.
Okay, so he's overtly showing aggression to try and prove his point.
Yeah. Maeve, however, she looks genuinely scared, like she's gonna make a choice. Like you being there has not bolstered her position at all, is what you're kind of getting. With your presence right now, it's enough that everyone's giving you the space to talk. But Maeve is she looks like she might do something insane, but she always looks
And
that.
to lift your spirits, my lady, I've dispatched one of the false winter gods minions.
She kind of gives you a look like,
Who was in league with this fair enough.
Is she part of this?
and Mab goes, no, do continue. Sister, are you not interested in this?
Oh,
Oh no.
My life. Fuck my life. Fuck everything about my life.
well, Jordan, just tell the
You know, there are
truth.
many decisions that have brought me to this point in my existence, and I look at Maeve. I look at like Maeve directly when I stare right at her. It's like, yes, I was instructed to execute any and all associated with this false winter god.
Mab goes, that is truly interesting. Tell me, is it a winter ordained order?
It was a issued order. Whether or not it is your order is to be remain seen.
She turns to her sister and goes, is this your rider? She turns to Maeve and says this. Maeve doesn't say anything. She doesn't speak, and Mab begins swelling with power. The room darkens, and she goes, are you playing with powers and plans beyond our discussions? The Arrow King goes, and Oberyn goes, I think we should leave. And Oberyn and the Arrow King slowly back towards the door.
Oh.
Mab goes, are you playing in such a way that you think that you can make moves in the mortal world without my without my say so? And Maeve just looks at you scorned. And the Arrow King goes, come on, boy, this isn't a problem for us. That's your
I give a straight up bow. It's like, my queen, my lady, I bid you do.
It's nice knowing you, Jack.
Jack backs out.
As you
Smartly.
see
I
pure
did my job.
whirl around Maeve as she begins tearing her apart as the doors close. You feel your power slowly dissipate.
My deal goes too, correct?
Mm-hmm. And you feel less evil, but also less powerful.
Now, okay, so he's no longer the Winter Rider now.
Well, that might be something to discuss next week.
Mhm.
The Arrow King looks to you and goes, it doesn't seem as though you've got the best of deals. Oberyn's like, we're not far enough away from this door.
Like Jack is giving like respect to the Earl King, but at the same time he's like, I would not right now.
Yeah, the Arrow King goes, I trust my position is safe. I gotta go.
I got
Oberyn
a
goes,
thing.
I'll see you in another 100 years.
I got a things to hunt, wildly.
The room echoes and booms. The door shudders. You feel energy emanating out. The remaining guard goes, wait for me, and like runs.
Did Maeve kill Mob?
No,
No.
Way around.
Oh,
Mab killed Maeve.
yeah, that's what I meant.
but he's got to bring her back because she still has to die and become and make
Well, that might not happen.
Molly.
He might not. Maeve might not kill Fix his partner. Molly might not become the Winter Lady now. Things have changed.
I've altered the
The timeline.
course of
my actions have altered the timeline.
Is Bob asleep? Nope.
No, but yeah,
And all of a sudden some dudes show up out of a portal and it's like, we gotta take you out of here.
I hear over the Earl King. I'm listening. I'm just doing math.
yeah. So right now,
Loki shows up. to
So-
hide right at the end of a timeline.
Meanwhile, in the mortal realm, you're listening to Kevin. Kevin's currently updating you on the deals that are being made at the union, and you're like, I need you to roll another resources, Jean-Paul.
Four.
Or you're dangerously worried that this is coming close to tapping your current money that you have in your bank, that you might have to borrow some money. Right now, you're maintaining the status quo with a 4. You're
I'm
not.
gonna be updating my resources when I figure out. Can you send me the link for leveling up my guy? Because I'm just gonna put towards resources anyways. I'm gonna bump it up.
This is something we talked about. Like resources is going to come up a lot here.
Yeah, and so and my next level up is gonna be 2 in a row is gonna be on resources, and then maybe
I've got the money.
yeah, the big one's gonna be
If
I had this
you-
one power I want to update as
so,
well.
Alfred, Volus, Anna,
Insight emotions.
you're technically in the scene with JP as he's listening to this update going on. Like you've got your union rep there representing you, Jean-Paul, and Volus is just like, this is going on. This person's family needs money. Blah 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 blah. This person's dad's in the hospital having like a triple bypass. Like Kevin's just constantly updating you on who needs money, who could be bought off with what, yada yada yada.
I
And
don't
like,
bribe at the hospital, so I have to pay cash for everything.
yeah, and like who's in debt, who's got credit card debt, like shit like that, right?
So we need to have a cookie sale at the church soon. For my constituents.
Well,
Maybe sell all my fur coats.
unless someone wants to give you a fate point to boost that 4, you're just holding the status quo.
Give
You
them
know
a
what? I'll
fate
use
point.
one of my game fate points and I'll boost that 4.
You're gonna
No, wait, no, wait. I'm gonna use one of my game fate points because we start the game. We get how many fate points in every game? It's like 5.
yeah. So
Refresh.
yeah, your refresh. You have a refresh.
Refresh. I'm on my old refresh, which is 5. That's been updated yet with my level up. So I've used one. No, I used one from there, so I still got 5. All right, I'm gonna re-roll it. 3, 5. So I got 5 total, and I update it with the fate point, so I got 7.
Mhm.
5, so it's gonna be 4, 3. So I've got 3 of my refresh left.
Okay.
Okay, so 7 on my resources. Fate point gives you 2, right?
A fate point gives you +2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You went to 8.
8, yeah.
With an 8, you've promised a lot of people a lot of money, and you feel like a bunch of the Teamsters are kind of like on your side. Kevin's very much like not only encouraging you, but like confirming that like it's playing in your favor. That like the plumbers union, the electricians union, like all those guys, and like they've been paying dues to the Byward market and to you for a long time for protection, and that like they feel like they're getting their money back in full now. Like things.
Okay.
So like your forces have like not doubled, but like increased for sure.
Are maintained and strengthened.
Maintained and strengthened. But it's without
So
a,
we're having a fire sale on products right now.
yeah, without a doubt, Rocco's pitched a lot of money at people and threatened a lot of people's health. So like a lot of the resources you've acquired are going into protecting these people.
Because I am a man of the people. Because
Yeah,
I am the Byward market.
Yeah, it's like you got
They
this,
are mine people.
protect that, and like it's like you've strengthened your little economy, and like for the future, as long as these people are protected, they'll be on your side.
I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of my sister next game to come down and give me a hand running the Byward market while I fight a god.
Yeah, it's definitely because like the
I
way
have to
it's,
call someone terrifying that I'm afraid of.
you are gonna have to like start delegating. Shit's getting crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna need someone to take the reins while I'm doing everything else. Problem is, you give them the reins, how do you get them back? Oh, it's a dangerous game with the courts. You scratch my back, then you put the mates inside. Yes.
Mhm. All right. You're at the. It's 6 o'clock. It's not too dark, but you're at the museum. It seems like everybody's leaving. I was thinking of cutting it out right now because you're there. You got to make a plan for what you're gonna do. So
Alfred's gonna sneak around with his fucking sneakiness and find the fucking books.
but there is one thing. You do. Kevin does tell you that there seems to be something going on in France. That there is something going on with your family. There's a call that comes, like a text message that comes through, and it's from your father, and it says, he saw Rocco.
He's what?
He is like who? Like who? He saw is like who is Rocco? It's in French. Who is Rocco? Question mark from your dad.
All right.
And we're gonna leave it at that. That's from your side. You get a message while you're doing the whole thing, and like it's from your dad, and it's just like who is Rocco?
He snitched on you to your parents, dude.
Which one of you motherfuckers snitched
I
on
forget
me?
Rocco's name.
Oh,
Rocco Milanero. His last name is Milanero.
I'm coming for your left shoes and I'm shitting in them.
Oh, your left shoes. All right.
Oh, as a fun little aside, Justin, when I was using that one fate point earlier for my presence,
Yeah.
the aspect I was putting was light at the end of the tunnel.
Nice.
Oh.
So
He finally saw his opportunity to fuck Maeve.
boy, howdy. Like Oberyn said, we're not far enough away from this door.
Yeah.
So Rocco went to
Sweden.
yes, but
Went to Sweden,
fucked
talked to the
with
Germans, and now
Volus.
he's in France.
he's fucking with Volus through Monarch. He's fucking with Jack through Maeve. He's fucking with JP through his parents.
He
He's
wasn't fucking Jack
with-
through Maeve.
And the Indians.
We sent Jack to talk to Maeve before he could.
I spelled community.
True.
CUMME.
He's fucking with Alfred using Jackie,
ITANY. Thank you.
And he's attacked JP three different
and
ways.
he's attacked JP.
Three different ways.
Oh, I'm
See-
going to kill him.
I know that he came after me through the
I'm going to
pics.
tell my mom.
The fact that my runner was taken out before he even delivered his message
Mhm.
means
Mhm.
that that's who stopped him.
hmm
My mama is going to be very upset with him.
He's got no way to fuck with me.
That you know. Yeah.
You're walking with a dude that's planning to screw you over at the first chance.
You don't know that. Take that back.
Yeah, he could be our friend.
He's
Except for
holy. He's got
we're gonna-
holy energy.
We're going to take his immortality away from him
Don't
and make
give
him a
me
little
that
upset.
look.
Yeah, you know who else has a holy aura? Satan.
Satan. True. Accurate.
Because Satan's an angel.
Mm.
Was an angel. Doesn't he have an aura of a fallen now?
Yeah. Well, he would
In this
setting.
universe.
In this setting, you'd have the old fallen.
Dude, Brandon just dropped the Uno reverse card on you.
All right. You have fun. Do you have fun, Leo?
Oh, you next game, Leo, because you're the one. I'm going to be making the distraction while you break inside and steal whatever we need.
It's all
Oh, yeah.
shit from here now.
As long
Yeah, you're our rogue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Balls and I are going to start a fight in the front entrance.
I'm a horrible rogue. My stealth is -5.
Yeah, but your athletics to climb
Then how are
over
you
the
so
building is very
sneaky?
good.
If his stealth's -5, how'd he hide in the car with nobody seeing him?
Technically, he was seen.
I think your eyes just don't see the Asian. That's why. It's
But
just
your
like,
rolls are fucking wrong because you're going to put in the -5 in there for stealth.
All right. I'm gonna hit stop.